You're very welcome back, and I'm joined now by some very special guests to talk sign about a language that's used by 50,000 people in Ireland. Lámh is a simple form of sign language, and what it does is it helps lots of children to communicate. And the more people who are aware of Lámh and can use it, the better we can all connect as a community. So I'm very excited to learn some Lámh tonight. And here's one of our guests already. She's so keen to get involved that she's introducing herself. So I'll introduce everyone at home. And you have to all pay attention to what we're about to do. And let's begin with you, Niamh. Thanks for being here tonight.
Thanks.
And you're here with Jack.
Yeah.
You're going to tell us a little bit about what Lámh is and how it all works.
Yeah, so Lámh is a communication system that's used by people with learning disability or with a communication need.
Yes.
It's used, the sign is always used with the word. You never do the sign without the word, because the hope, I suppose, is that the spoken word will come eventually as well. You know, so it's just words, and it's a bridge to speech. You know,
Did you
so
just do one there as you were talking? It's just words.
No,
you know, it looked like sign, because I feel that sign is not as difficult, if you like, as Irish Sign Language. It seems to be a much more physical incarnation of the word, like charades almost.
Yeah, and a lot of the signs relate very well to, you know, what you do anyway before you put your ear to listen, or, you know, so they're kind of things that you would do anyway.
Okay, and for Jack, for example, hi Jack. How's it working for you? How's it working for Jack? Why don't you tell me a little bit about that?
So when Jack we started using sign with Jack when he was about 6 months old. The local Down syndrome branch in Waterford, they set up courses. So there's different levels of courses that you can do. So you can start with Little Lámh, and then there's Lámh Module 1, and then there's an add-on. And then there's Family Lámh, and so our branch is amazing in Waterford, and they opened that up to us and made it really accessible.
Yes.
So everybody trained, mammy, daddy, nanny, granddad, aunties, uncles. So we just started using it at home. He was 6 months old, and I think we got our first sign about 5 months later, when he was about 11 months. And no mammy, no daddy, it was dog. Dog was the first one.
And is that the...
That's dog,
the Lámh for dog?
Yeah. We have a dog at home, and she got the first sign.
What are you giving me here? A paper airplane. I have arrived. I haven't seen one of these for a long time. So, Brie, this is your daughter, Laurie May, who is very good at... This has been a while since. See how that goes. Yeah. That's what's called a crash landing. Tell me about Laurie May and sign and how it's helped in your lives.
Laurie May is very, as you can see, very inquisitive, very curious.
She's loving being here, yeah. Yeah,
as you can see, she's, I think, tried out all your cameras.
Good.
Yeah, very fun-loving, very enthusiastic towards things she loves, and very enthusiastic towards things she doesn't love. So,
gotcha.
She's very good at getting her point across. But Lámh has really, I suppose, opened up our world to her world, and her world to our world.
This is what I'm getting from Lámh, is that a child that would previously be, as you say, non-verbal, it's like opening a safe. And in the safe are the words, or the communication, at least, if you can't talk, to allow for communication. That's what seems to be happening here. It's something I was utterly unfamiliar with. But in Laurie May's case, when do you find it very useful to have Lámh in your life?
I suppose in every aspect. I think I was trying to think about it. Lámh for us is the stuff of daily life, really. You know, like we use other like a communication device and things like that. But for everyday life, for family life, and for, you know, talking with friends and trying to communicate with other children, you kind of need something that's to hand, and, you know, it's the closest thing there is to speech. And I suppose with children, it needs to be in the moment.
Yes.
And Lámh can be in the moment. And I suppose that's probably where Lámh helps so much. And I suppose for us, that's where this programme really, really helps. Like the buzz about it from other children, all the children in schools looking at it and learning the signs. And I suppose stuff that's probably a bit life-changing about it is that she and other children will have more communication going on, and
other children, so she can be more involved in the school yard or in the classroom or whatever. I mean, Fia and Rua, you're here tonight, and welcome.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi, welcome. And am I right in saying welcome?
Yeah, you have it.
This way, sorry, welcome. I say hi, welcome.
Yes.
Okay, so that's how easy it is to learn something like that. Okay,
yeah.
so thank you for being here.
Work? No, this is fun.
Well, for some people it feels like work, but I understand what you're saying.
Well, our story is very similar to Jack's as well. Rua was born a small man. He was less than 3 pounds when he was born. So we had a kind of a year of people, just telling us what appointments to go to and where to go. And for us, Lámh was the first thing that we could do, that we could have some control over. Everything else was kind of out of our control for that first dizzy year or so,
I can imagine.
So it was like a key into another world that we felt, right, we can do this. It's one thing at a time, and we can give it our best shot. And we're lucky that Rua's words have started to come, haven't they?
And the words help. So in your case, for example, you might have a medical situation where, or if a child's feeling unwell or whatever, and imagine how frustrating that must be if you're like locked into your own scenario and you can't deal with it. But suddenly Lámh comes along and a new world is before you.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate that I suppose with Down Syndrome Cork and with his school, we use it. It's every part of our life. And we've been very fortunate in our when we're sick and we have to go to hospital, and usually it's kind of last dash stuff. But during lockdown 1, Rua was quite sick and we were in hospital for a week. Yeah, and we had to talk to the doctor and the nurse. Do you remember? And they had to take blood. And children with DS have notoriously very, really thin veins, and it's tricky to get blood.
Yes.
So there was about 4 or 5 doctors were trying to get blood from him, and it was just getting fairly traumatic, and he was getting really upset.
Yes.
And at one point, he just signed to me and he said, and remember you asked for, what did you ask for? You asked for your? A computer. So he has a toy computer that he loves, and they got his toy computer, and all of a sudden he was able to he felt safe, and he knew then, look, I'm being heard, and it made all the difference. And similarly, I suppose, about a year later, he got croup, and usually croup is 2 or 3 in the morning, and with typical children, it's the steam over with the tea towel in the basin.
Yes.
But because Rue would have lower tone, he can't shifted, I suppose, as much as his brother or sister. So we went to the hospital, and it was 2 nights before Christmas, and so it was an A&E Christmas. It was Christmas, and it was two nights before Christmas. It was as frenetic as any A&E would be, and there was quite horrific accidents and emergencies around him. Yes, it was, and. So it's quite stressful. My husband was saying at one point, just one doctor came in and said, "Hi, Rua, my name is Dr. Murphy." And all of a sudden, he just felt safe and he felt heard, and it just changed the whole tone of the appointment. Amazing.
There's a lot of dignity in that, isn't there?
Hugely. He's just
I think that's an important word here for all our children, because obviously the great democracy in life should be childhood, shouldn't it? And the ability to communicate shouldn't be the preserve of those who got different lotto numbers at the maternity ward. And that's what's so beautiful about this story tonight. Let me welcome Eamon and Noah.
Hello.
And thanks for being here to you both. Not only are we talking about this language that will be new to a lot of people like myself tonight, and a beautiful revelation, if I may, but it's also making TV stars of some of the children here, which is, they're going to be impossible now. The demands, the green room, the writers, I mean, good luck with that. But paparazzi, that's, wait till see what happens after this, they all come out. So tell me a little bit about the new TV show and what's happening.
The new TV show is called Deliveries, and it's a man called Joe, and his job is to deliver 3 items in each episode in different scenarios. Noah's setting, he's starting to have a little sleep, he's all right.
Yeah, well, why not?
He's in a fire station in Dunshaughlin. And he got to ride the fire engine, and I've actually been lucky enough to see his episode, and
he gets to live a dream almost.
Oh yeah. Well, Daddy was supposed to go in the fire engine, but there was no room, so my dream was dashed.
For now,
yes.
Okay, and the show also obviously deals with love and is communicating in love.
Yes, at the beginning he's given a task to do, and on the show, the children are given the signs, and on all the conversations they have love within it.
Yes.
And then every 3 times within the show, it goes away to an expert basically who speaks to the camera and teaches the children the sign, or whoever else is watching. It's not just the children. And then they use that within the scenario.
Okay.
And Noah was there with his sister Lottie. Hi, Lottie. Hi, Mummy. We got that one wrong round.
You got to get all.
Hi, Mummy.
Yeah.
You were supposed to do that, weren't you? It's fastest one.
Hey, listen, these kids have been so good. Kim, I think we need to give these young people a token of our gratitude to say thanks for coming in tonight. We don't do this for all our guests, by the way, but this is for Rua. So we got Rua. Do you want to come and get your gift from us? Hang on, I want to see what we're giving him. Oh, that's nice. Rua, you go there. That's a bag to say thank you. Thanks, Kim.
Hang on, no, wait.
Noah,
Until you're called.
thank you.
What do you say to mine?
Thank you. You're welcome. Do I say you're welcome like that?
You're welcome.
Okay. Laurie May,
Oh, what do you say?
for being so curious and lovely.
Thank you.
There's some gifts. Yeah, there's a little rabbit in there for you. Straight for the book. What about
Oh.
Jack? Did you get your bag? You did? Okay.
Love.
That's for you. So thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you. And I will learn. We'll all learn together. And here's to a brighter future based on fairness and communication and mutual respect. Thank you all very much indeed.
Very much.
Okay, lovely to see you all. Right, you can see all of the gang here tonight and so much more on Dizzy Deliveries. Beautiful programme. You don't have to be in this world to watch it. I watched it on my own. I learned an awful lot getting there. So it airs on weekdays on RTE Junior. It's also available on the RTE Player. And if you want to know more about Lámh, visit lamh.org. That's LAMH.org.